4:27 a.m. in Melbourne, Australia. I know a secret. Gay is okay with God. Why? So who is God? God is nature, the very core of nature. Okay, just another day in paradise. Because where is paradise? Paradise is a place on earth. Oh, wait a minute. Bright and early here. I got to do some blood tests today, see if I've got cancer. And as usual, the internet trolls have made their contribution to the persecution of Rob Beasley, author of What Is This Thing Called God? Spelled G-O in brackets O-D. And indeed, it is about goodness, loving thy neighbour. Okay, so just put some invites out. And there's my friend from Italy, Flavio Andriossi. Can't come and play now for some reason. Oh, hold it. Is that the gangster? So my friend from Romania, lurking in the shadows, with Vincent Jones helping out Vincent. Vincent's a tubby boy, the ultimate tubby telly. And Benny's working with him to give him some support and care, because he doesn't get much from the trolls. Oh, is that Bulldog? He's a 5-star general and a real crazy motherfucker. He's a bit of a creep on the internet, prowling on young ladies. Oh, who's this? That's Fabio. He's lurking in the shadows. Oh, these people are up there, or at least their computers on. There's a guy called looks like Flabby's going to have a say. I'll report to the audience when he speaks. And we've got Phantom Prophet. He's a wannabe enlightened person. So I'm fully enlightened. Flabby there again. Oh, here he speaks. Flabby speaks. So quiet, everybody. What does the great Flabby have to say from Italia? He thinks. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a long one. Mike, there's my friend Mike. Mike link to the hangout. One viewer. Shh. Keep it down, people. Okay, talking. Mike's talking. Trolls are waking up. Well, Mike's not a troll. Don't know what the fuck Flavio is. Hang on. Another person. Fiona. Ooh, she's new. Just do I want some sex? Ooh, here's Mike. Shh. Mike. Shh. All right, use the side chat.
So how it goes today?
Shh. Use the chat. All right. Flavio has got more information in this internet mystery, a 12-month-old long mystery surrounding internet bully victim Rob Beasley. That's me. But he's sort of playing funny buggers, so I don't know if he's real. I asked him, is he real or is he a setup? Shh. Hey, Mike, you didn't say anything. I'll report back in a minute. Flavio is typing. Just saw Mike. He came out of the shadows. He had a cigarette in his mouth. Fucking give up the smoking, Mike. Okay, Flavio can't talk now. He'll talk later. He said 6 hours, I think. Well, we'll still have this live account going. Maybe. Right. On we go. Flavio's still typing furiously. I now turn my attention to Fiona because she's got boobs. Mike likes boobs. Oh, you ran away, Mike. Where did you go? So, Fiona, come in. I'll give you the link. Oops, I've given her the link. You can't get any booby action unless there's love first. What Flavio is talking about is he gave me some inside information on two people that have been part of this, or two senior people that have been part of apparently a group that have been persecuting me. One guy's name is Mark. I annoy you. He annoys me. He gives me the absolute shit. He's an internet predator. He abused Sugar, the lovely Sugar. And now I'm beginning to wonder about that, because she's behaving oddly at the moment. It's very bizarre. And a guy called Tov, who's supposed to be the alter ego of a guy called Sydney the Snake, Winston, a guy that runs Ask the Atheist, and he's a real strange bird. You know what? He actually thinks he's the king of the Jews, the stupid nutter. Hang on, Flavio speaks. All right, I'm just inviting Miss. Oh, Fabio's saying he's going to keep the rest to himself. I'll tell him, stick it up your ass. Because that tells me he must be a fake. What's Fiona doing? Fabio departs. Secrets remain hidden forever. Doesn't fucking matter. Someone will work them out eventually. Oh, yeah, well, bye-bye, Flavio, you thief in the night. Now, let's turn our attention to more important things. Boobs. I said to Fiona, are you afraid? Because I don't know what she's up to. Don't be. Uh-oh. One of the other internet girlfriends has come along. I've been caught. I have the utmost respect for women. Oh, golly, they're all starting to wake up. They're coming out of the woodwork. And there's a new person. Skeptic knowledge. Don't know skeptic. Oh. Flavio, who said, bye. That's not gay, which is our topic today, which is okay with God. Flavio has returned. It seems something's afoot. There's another guy. The trolls are raking up. This guy's name is Chat on Fence. I hate people that sit on fences. They cause as much trouble for this world as does the bully or the bad person that initiates an act. That's always selfish. Let's go back and see what's being said. Okay, a bit of a mystery from Flavio. He says, and by the way, if, as you say, know or you should be aware of 77 enterprises, do you take care? Yes, I do know. Well, I think I know. Got something to do with Rothschilds. Weird. I just wrote a little bloody book on God, and it's gone all haywire, I think. So many mysteries, so many unknowns. Goodbye, Flavio. Goodbye. See you in the next life. Oops, there is no next life. There never was. You only get one special gift of life. Oh, hello, third viewer. Oh, there's another one. It's as if I've opened a can of worms. Bye, Flavio. Bye. Right, now this is Renee. She's a bit of a renegade. Renegade. That's interesting. I wonder if she's actually homosexual. Because she has a friend that's Christian, and the Christian lady is gay. And there's a strange lot of people that are, well, no, they're not strange. They're lovely people. You know, they're just doing what comes naturally because gay is okay. It's part of nature. There's Renee. She's hopped over to another window. But I won't tell her anything unless she comes in here and talks. Okay, you know the story about how sex sells? That's my latest tactic to move the sales on the book. So I've managed to attract a lot of attention from trolls on the internet. And I'm using that to my advantage. So, there's the new lady. Very curious. So, sex sells. So, what I'm doing with a crazy lady named Fiction Fighter, I'm building the sexual tensions within her because guys can do that. But you should only do it from love and caring, not any other way. Something we need to study. It's not difficult. We've just got to work out what the outcomes of each actions are. I think I've got some ideas. So what I said to Fiction Fighter, hang on. This is what I said to Fiction Fighter to build the sexual tension. She said, busted, Robbie. I don't know what she's talking about. So busted. But that made me think of bust, which is another word for a female's boobies. And then I said, can I see? So that's the original act between a couple to start the sexual tension that ultimately resolves into the lady willingly showing her boobies. Let's see how we go. There's a lot of people waking up, so I'll just go visit others. Oh my goodness. I can't believe my luck. Renee, the beautiful, and Fiction Fighter, the crazy, are together. This could be a threesome of internet sexy time. Shh. Oh, oh, my co-announcer for the day. Well, that's if he's playing a straight game, because bloody hell, you never know with these internet people. His name's Down Corner. I think he's Jewish. Oops, he ran away. Not a good sign. You know, they do that. Oh, they caught me. So we'll have to wait and see what's happening with Mr. Down Corner. Okay, the latest setup's coming, the latest internet setup. So if no one comes in for some one-on-one time, I'll show you this video. This is what part of the persecution, which goes back 12 months. So I've had 12 months of this stuff. I have amazing fortitude. Unfortunately, my physical body does not. And it's starting to wind down. Something's wrong. That's why we're getting the test done. There's Fiona. She's getting really buzzy. So maybe we can make it a foursome. Just a moment. I'll send her a message. I said that I love you. Now that's actually true, because I love all humanity, the whole damn lot of them. Even though most of them are naughty. Now Mr. Down Corner's back. Just a moment. Now Mr. Down Corner is on a very short leash. I trusted him for fucking 12 months or more, knowing full well that he's part of this persecution trolling team and one of its leading players. But here he is, bobbing up and down. But I've told him that if he fucks with me again, we won't have a relationship at all. You know, you can only take so much abuse from the bad folks, the egotistical people. Oh, there's another person. Hold on. Oh, she ran away. No, she sort of jumped across. They're moving around a bit now. So they're getting like a little bit of, they're coming from fucking everywhere. Oh my goodness. We might see the whole cartel to this morning. There's Shut On Fence. There's Fiction Fighter. There's Positively Godless. He's gay, but it's okay, because it's part of nature and God is nature. Now there's Down Corner with Fiction Fighter. And is that other two ladies? The two ladies are already in a single room. I'll be there, ladies. Oaky McTree. Oh, yeah, Oak Tree. Play on the words, Oaky McTree. There's Down Corner. Still not in here. Looking not good for Mr. Down Corner. We might be dispatching him from the friendship list. Positively Godness. He's gay, but that's okay. Renee. Well, I'm skeptical. Squirrel. Okay, things have settled down a bit. Wonder what time it is over in there, that part of the world. Oh, I know. It's the now. All of us live in the now. He's getting anxious. He's shitting himself. He's been caught. Down Corner has been caught. Let's listen to what he has to say when he comes in. What bullshit will he speak? I'm actually a phenomenal lie detector person. Here's another one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's Mark. I annoy you. He annoys me. He gives me the real shits. He likes Sugar Rhodes's tits. He's a bad man, and like John May, they're rude people that take advantage of other people for their own sexual desires. When I do it because it's the natural thing to do, and I do it from a base of love. And of course, the woman doesn't have to participate if she doesn't want to. These guys will just be relentless until they get their pervs. They'll go and ejaculate, and then they'll destroy the evidence. That's Mark. I annoy you. Shadon Fence is here. Shadon Fence. He's also an evil dude. He parades as a good guy, but he's not. He's not at all. Oh, another disappointment. They know the good that's within. Actually, Jesus said something about that. He did, actually. He said that the Pharisees kept it back and didn't practice it themselves. So these people must be like the Pharisees. Well, not a lot happening. Everyone seems to be afraid to come in because they know that God or the good, which equals the enlightenment, which equals nature, is stronger than all of them put together. So what we're going to do is watch the video. Let me set up. Shh. Shh. Quiet. Sandra's sleeping. Hello, 3 viewers. Old crabby oak tree seems to have a higher presence than would be natural. Down corner. Here we go. I found it. So what happens with these internet bullying campaigns? Oh, okay. No, I've seen that one. Oh, what a shame. Hey, internet bullies, have you got some new material? Done that one. Done that one. Ah, here's one. Here's one. John May asking boys to bully. John May. Okay, I found some more material. Okay, ready, viewers? Shh. Sandra's sleeping. And she's probably pissed off. So look out. So this runs 10 minutes. I'll have been a participant. What? Now that's me. That's me. The only way I can get a word in is I have to misbehave a little. And be a little cheeky.
Was that noise somebody is some kid's dick down your throat or what?
Oh my goodness, that's rude.
Hold on, Rob.
I'm only asking. It's okay to ask. You know, mature age ladies in a mature setting. That's private, not in the street. That would not be appropriate. Oh no. Oh, wait. In actual fact, it's only me teasing because these people bully me. They've been doing it for 12 months. Okay, we're ready. Let's rock. Shh. Get your popcorn.
Asking boys to pull their little, what do you call it, gherkins out on the internet.
So this is a guy called Cerebus Rex. He's a captain in some sort of paramedic or profession. I used to think he was really quite a nice person, but he's really coming off as the inverse, an extreme egotistical narcissist. Very, very cruel man. So if Sugar's remaining a straight bat, we have an opportunity on her side to take this person to court in America, because I don't think I can do it. Right, so we can do it that way, because he was she's a paramedic, he's a paramedic, she's got 23 years standing with PTSD or whatever it is, and he participated. He sat on the fence while she was cruelly victimized, almost taken to the brink of a breakdown. But lucky for her, I was on the scene, and I don't sit on the fence. I do go up and help my neighbour. And so we developed, I think we did, although I don't know. Bloody hell, people's behaviours have changed. She's supposed to be burying her mother, and here I find her in the early hours of the morning on the internet. Something's not right. Anyway, we'll find out. Right. So, this is Sarah. See, he's doctoring it up the video. So, he's overlaying it with his own voice. So, that gives me the right then to overlay it with my voice. Because what these internet bullies do is they broadcast a position that's theirs, and they don't give a fuck for their victim. Their victim's entitled to a voice. It's one of the most basic principles, apart from love thy neighbour, about being a human, equality across all sex, the whole lot.
I'm aware that you say you have it.
So he tries to be clever in his wording, but watch as he fumbles around and I actually nail him to the wall. Notice the yellow dot there? That's my very, very best friend ever. His name is Benny.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you're not taking the trouble to go and sort of have a look at it?
Well, I've asked you for it, but you didn't give it to me.
Didn't. That's a funny inflection. Didn't. He's a real strange dude, this cat. You have no idea.
No, you didn't. That's a lie.
I'm beginning to wonder whether the guy is actually a paramedic at all. Is this not a false cover? Because I've seen this before on the internet. People masquerading.
It's recorded, Rob.
Well, show me the recording.
Show me the evidence.
Show me the recording.
That one of mine that you critiqued for like 3 or 4 hours. It's that one.
Yeah. Okay. Would you get it out? Because you've got the copy somewhere.
Yes. Pull it out and show everyone. Expose yourself.
It's on my channel, and it's still also on your channel.
Which means that it's on his channel, which means that because he knows the position, he knows all about it, I've got to go fish for it. He's in the best position to make it available, and it defines his position. But I smell a rat. I might be wrong, but something is not right.
Okay, well, go get it. Let's have a look at it.
Come on, go get it.
Yeah. Won't take long.
No, thank you.
Why not?
What? Why the fuck not?
Because anyone that's watching this already knows, and...
Well, hang on. We're only going to an audience of fucking 3 or 4 people, so you must know those 3 or 4 people. Something's really bizarre here. Something isn't quite right.
If you've forgotten, you can go look it up yourself.
No, I'm
It was in your hangout, and it's I
I'm
have.
calling
It's,
you out. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you a fucking big liar.
Yeah, that's me. So I'm making an assertion. He's got the material to prove me wrong. Why doesn't he go get it? That's the fucking mystery.
I'm not worried about that, Rob. No one believe you.
Okay, well then it's not a problem. We can move on, right?
Got him. Exposed him for what he is. A charlatan.
Okay, so it's a fact. Well, hang on a minute. Hang on, we've got an independent witness here, so let's see what he says. Excuse me, Mr. Independent Witness. Do you remember seeing Mr.
That's Benny, the yellow ball.
May? He's a little bit drunk, I think, and he said to some young boys, probably around 15, I'd say, "Can you pull your gherkin out?" I was in your hangout. Oh, hey, good. We got a fucking eyewitness. They were just trolling each other. The boys. Oh, you mean they were? So you're saying that they were only messing around?
Right, now, what our star witness is saying, yes, he agrees with what I'm saying, but he puts an interpretation over it. Dangerous stuff, dangerous stuff. And his interpretation is that they were only playing. Well, when you have an interpretation, if he has one, then I'm allowed to have one. Right, so my interpretation is that this drunken old man, he was actually after them to expose themselves. Why do I know that? This same drunken man has told me that he's conquested 5 women to show their boobies. And I've got none. I know it's possible, but I've got none. And he boasts about that. He thinks he's superior, and that's another signature of ego. Egos like to be the boss. And this guy, he's a fucking right whack job. He thinks that he's a general, a 5-star general in some sort of an army. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But he does suck the ladies in, and they do show their boobies. And we know that to be a fact because we've spoken to a couple of them that have done that. But there are 5, so there's more evidence to come.
That John May was only mucking around? Oh, no, I disagree. Oh, no. Oh, I think he was deadly serious. You know, to get your gaydar sort of. But anyway, at least you saw him. You saw him, didn't you? When he said,
gay is okay because it's part of nature. And God is nature, so God supports gay. And I can prove every word of that explicitly.
"Get your gherkin out. Come on, get your gherkin."
This is me copying what I saw in that video.
Come on, come on. You know the way of like, you know how blokes can get girls to put their tits out?
We can. It's part of nature. But you should never ever explore that part of your sexuality until love exists. Otherwise, it's a travesty. Because if you do it from the perspective of your penis as the guide, the girl is not respected as a beautiful human being. That's lost in the conversation. That's what happened to Sugar Rhodes when this dirty, filthy, pommy mongrel, sexual pervert, right, sought to see her tits over the internet. We're going to stitch his little ragging. I'm going to make him stand naked on the internet.
You asking me or asking him?
Him, he's the expert. He's saying it must have been an Australian slang word. Gherkin? So you don't know gherkins?
Gherkins are pickles.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So they're pickles, dude. You know, they're shaped like a penis. That's why I use the terminology.
Or is it the penises are shaped like gherkins?
Yeah, this guy, this strange bird, Cerebus Rex, he says the most fucking stupidest stuff ever. And he thinks he's an intellect and that he can dominate you. Again, a signature of ego. But he's come up against one of the most intelligent people on the planet. That's me. And my friend Benny, he's also one of the most intelligent people on the planet.
Hang on. Hang on. You said penises are shaped like gherkins, meaning in the evolutionary chain, the gherkin came first. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I asked, what if? What if it's like
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, back to the point was, I said you're coming off really pedo-y. And
No,
your
wait.
response to that,
Pedo-y. That's a strange way of expressing it. He's talking about pedophilia.
You said wait. You said I could answer.
well, that was not your answer.
I haven't finished.
Now he starts to get, and this is a common internet bullying behaviour, he starts to disrupt and try to control the conversation flow. He doesn't allow for the, for nice, fluid conversation where each person has a say, and any points that are contentious are discussed in flight. He doesn't want that. He wants to confound the conversation. This captain of Silly Town.
My answer. I haven't finished.
Okay, you got more than blaming it on someone else?
I'm getting to it. I want to give you the full story so that at least your viewers, because we're live, this is a live broadcast, and you've made a very, 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 very serious allegation. And I want to make sure that my side of the story gets heard. And I think that's only reasonable, don't you?
So the issue in the legal context is defamation.
I didn't make a very serious allegation. I said you were coming off.
You said better. You said, well, golly gosh. Think of, who was it, Rolf Harris? That
Bad person from Australia. Bad person. Well, bad behaviours. Well, hang on. No, he's been found guilty, so I think we're allowed to say that he's a bad person. Well, no, sorry. There's no such thing as a bad person. There's just bad behaviours. And they're very bad, this particular one. So I really feel that I want to, right now, defend myself and also punch this guy right in the fucking nose. Only joking.
bloody guy with the
Maybe I'm not.
strawy like white hair. Right?
Yeah. That's Johnny Savelle, one of the most disgustingly behaved persons ever, and he brought great harm to many, many lives, parading around like a fucking king. Listen, people, we are all equal. If I relate to a woman, I must respect her and love her as I would myself, and then see her boobies. Or I must love my neighbour, whoever they are, like this prick here, Kerberos, who makes me annoyed beyond measure, or Mork the Dork, same story, or John May, filthy pedophiles, or sex perverts at best. And they've got legal remedies. If they've got a fucking issue with me calling them out for bad behaviours, take the legal remedies that are available to you. But stop persecuting me and my family and sending punks around to bloody egg our house and send pizzas to the house and intimidate and all of the rest of that. Absolutely fucking appalling. All right, Mr. Appalling, away you go.
One of the worst things you could call a human being is a pedophile, I would have thought. But
yeah, I think so, because the specialness of humanity and pedophile is probably one of the worst postures a human being could take. It's governed by the sexual desire, and that's all. They give fuck all care for the humans they interrelate to. That leads to, oh, hello, Cassidy. That relates. Cassidy's from our team of special elite people. They're enlightened, and most of the bloody population aren't. So it's the worst thing that you can do as a human being. Well, in terms of behaviours, again, even these worst behaviours can be addressed very quickly, very simply, but they require a commitment to change path. So instead of feeding the bad wolf, you'll notice my logo somewhere. It's the two wolves symbol. That is the fundamental baseline of human spirituality, the dark and the... I know exactly how that works precisely. That's why I'm so competent in handling. It's up to hundreds of these people now. You know, they come in and come out, but I can handle every single one of them. So the bully... Yeah, hi Cassidy. Hi Cassidy. Cassidy's one of the young team, but they're still absolutely amazingly brilliant. I'll just acknowledge Casey because we don't like to be ignored, particularly the young and the needy. Here we go. There's Cassidy. Hello. We'll give it the code welcome. Code welcome. Let's see what Cassidy has to say. I might have caught her off guard. Maybe she didn't expect the code welcome. Or she might be doing something. These young folks. Come on, Cassidy. Wakey, wakey. Got a show to go. I'll put that to bed for a second because oh, here we go. They're witty. They're witty. All right, Cassie, shut up a minute. I'll talk to you, but I've got to finish the show. All right, here we go. Back to the videotape.
Don't distract. You can do that question because I already know what it is.
You're framing it.
Now watch me carefully here as I manage this guy who's an expert confounder. He's done it to me in the past, but he'll never, ever, ever, ever confound me again. I take total fucking control. Great techniques, right, if you're dealing with bullying on the internet.
I did not call you a pedo. I said you were coming off as one.
I know that you were doing that. But in the audience eyes, right, the word sticks. And that was his agenda. And that's why it's defamatory.
And people are picking up on it. And I just was like...
People are picking up on it, right? So it's becoming popular that Rob's a pedo. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to destroy my reputation so that no one will listen to my voice. That's their target. But what they don't know is I have my team. And they'll be representing this information, right, and making sure that it gets a hearing.
Let you know. There you go.
Right, now, what's your space?
That's a powerful moment because, you know, me just carrying on is like the biggest whack I could ever give this bloke.
To do, so you're supposed to let me
the captain of the guard.
Finish, and then you get it to him.
Cerebus Rex. So if you ever come across this prick, give him a kick in the nuts from me.
That's what you blokes tell me is the proper etiquette of debate, you know?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not lying about anything.
Well, no. Apparently, it's your rule book. I get to speak everything, lies and all. But of course, in my case,
yeah, I don't tell lies.
There's no lies.
That's why I'm able to beat them every single fucking time. And I would in any honest and open court, I'd be able to defeat these people every single time. Why? Because I live the truth. And if I vary off that principle, such as a thing I like to call the Pharisee lie, I can explain explicitly, candidly, and openly exactly why I made that variation. It's always an attack on someone's ego.
I get to say it all. I get to say it all, and then you get a turn, and you say all your shit.
That was never been my voice.
It has lies.
It's never been my voice.
Well,
I also don't suspect people to follow my rules.
Well,
What's the point of fucking having rules, you bloody idiot? That's what happens with these egotistical people when you put a bit of pressure on them. And it seems like he's under control, but I promise you, underneath it all, he's cracking a horny one.
How are we supposed to conduct this stuff?
In a civilized manner.
Defined by? How's that
defined by? Don't lie, like you just did.
Sorry,
stop you.
Wait a minute, another serious allegation. We have to stop. Why?
What I can't get, what's beyond my fucking understanding at the moment, is this fucker put this right on the internet to defame me. Can anyone see the problem here? I can. I can. Maybe it's just me. Well, no, it won't be just me. It'll be my team. Will be the same. Oh, golly. Talk about jumping off a cliff.
See, we've got to finish one serious allegation first. Then we've got to come now back to the second serious fucking allegation. This is going to take for fucking ever. Anyway, first serious allegation. So I'm saying, what's a form of pedophile? And we know we've got one in the community. This guy, John May, belongs to a bullying cartel.
That is not you
I knew that again, yeah. That's why I said it.
answering for what I said. I didn't even ask you a question.
Bullying cartel. Why did you jump in there? Bullying cartel. Are you a member of the bullying cartel?
It's because you're not even
a member of the bullying cartel.
Because you're not even answering to what I told you.
Freudian slip. For what I told you. That's the commander-in-chief, the captain of the guard. You know, his knickers are around his waist. In this sort of dialogue, right, this is not fucking a court. This is someone on the internet that's made a serious allegation which can become legal based on defamatory law. And what he's doing, and so he's breaking all the code of decency, trying to control things, trying to censorship, trying to make sure only one side of the story gets out.
One thing, I didn't even ask you a question.
I noticed something in his voice then.
I asked you how, I'm letting you know that you're coming off like a pedophile. But your answer to that is, well, Johnny Made's coming off like a pedophile too.
No, he did the actual act. We've got the fucking video and this prick's seen it. So that's what is very annoying, that we've got this captain of the guard, supposed to be a noble citizen. And all he cares about is persecuting me on bullying or intellectual bullying grounds. And he fucking doesn't give a shit about the kids that are at risk from these bad behaviors. That's beyond, it's as bad as the pedophile. Because if he wins the fucking day, the pedophile goes on to do the same behavior. Or the sex pervert goes on to abuse other women. I'm trying to stamp that out. I would have thought that the captain of the guard would be on my side.
Is that a he's doing it so I can argument?
Thank you.
If you want to talk to Johnny May,
Thank you.
We're going to hide you again. If you want to talk to Johnny May, you can get Johnny May in here. We're talking about how you're coming off like a pedophile.
Thank you. It's my turn. And I keep going till I finish. That's your rules.
That's not my rules.
Well, it's the normal rule. Well, I don't like these rules, but I'm trying to fit in. We could do it my way.
You don't like the rules that I am not imposing on you. Okay.
Yeah, but you won't define any rules.
Okay. We can have a conversation. Do you understand how to have a conversation?
Yeah. I'm an expert.
You go back and forth on a subject, and if you lie about something, it's usually suspected that someone's going to interrupt you.
So you're using what I like to call, what is it? What do I call it?
Yeah, I struggled to recall what it was. It's point of contention. So you raise your hand, you say point of contention at the point of the lie, and you hold the conversation until that's addressed, and then you move on. It's a discipline that allows and ensures that the truth is properly understood in flight. So if you've got a pathological lie, you stop them very early because they get exposed quite early. And that's exactly what an internet bully does. They just broadcast lies. So it's a great technique to deal with internet bullying.
It's like an objection or something, or point of contention. Point of contention.
Ah, I got it. Thank goodness.
Yeah, no, because we don't have to stop for it.
What? What? What, are we going to fucking write it down or something? Are you crazy?
So what are you saying? So the person gets to keep talking till they're finished, right? The other person can say point of contention, and that gets logged.
No.
Oh, he doesn't like that fucking either. What the fuck's he on about?
What? Fucking hell. What do you mean?
Like, for example, when you lied before, and I just piped up and said, no, that's a lie.
So that's a point of contention.
That's all you got to do.
What? But a lie is defamation of character again. So we're still in the realm of defamation. Aren't we going to sort this out like grown men and adults and captains of the guard?
Yeah, but that's the same as point of contention.
No, because according to your rules, you have to stop there and deal with that.
Correct. And that's the absolute proper way to deal with it.
Yeah, well, that's right, because that's appropriate. If you've got a point of contention, you've actually got to deal with it.
Now you're admitting
if you live in
now, as long as you're admitting they're different things, we can move on.
Thank you. So that's a point of contention. When you reach a point of contention, there are two opposing views. It's immoral to not hear both sides of that, so that the audience gets a balanced perspective of what the point of contention is based on. Wouldn't you agree?
No, in a regular conversation, the person that's talking, someone else calls them a liar, they don't have to stop for that.
When do they deal with the contentious issue?
When they feel like dealing with it. If they don't deal with it, then it's undealt with. But
yes, but if it's not dealt with, then you've defamed someone. And it might be completely based on a lie. You can't allow that. This is the captain of the guard speaking. What sort of a fucking immoral person is this person? And he seems to be defending pedophilia. The pedophilia, because we've got evidence of the people that are within his clique doing pedophilia, like pedophilia, and because it's abuse of innocence fundamentally at the core. Oh, pardon me. So we've got that, and he's trying to get those pricks off the hook and persecute someone who's being cast as a pedophile, right? Unproven. There's no proof of it. But he wants to run with that idea. Now that's defamation of the worst kind because it's not based on fact. Oh, hello. Hang on. Who's this? Oh, pardon me. Hey, we're nearly finished, Shadow. Now, this guy, Shadow, is one of the worst fucking intellectual criminals I've ever come across. And what I'm going to do in a minute, he has no courage. He's a fucking pathetic coward. Now, what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to expose him for the intellectual fraud that he is. But we'll do it on my terms, and you'll see in play this whole concept of point of contention and how it actually works. So he has some fucking brains, but he has fucking zero morals. Absolutely zero. All right, let's go back to the videotape. Shh. Don't forget, Mrs. Beasley's sleeping.
No, that's totally immoral and totally
Okay,
inappropriate.
well, I laid out the rules. If you wanted rules, there they are.
No, but
No, he fucking didn't lay out anything. It's a wishy-washy thing that leaves things fucking said that are defamatory and they're never addressed. That's the way he wants to run the conversation. This is prime El Primo internet bullying, and it's exactly what these pedophiles do, and it's also exactly what this shadow turkey does. He's an intellectual vandal. I caught him doing it with a young girl, messing with her mind and feeding her bullshit, on things that he didn't know for sure that there was an error, and I fucking did. I caught the bastard. Her name's Taylor. Taylor's on our side, so we can get Taylor to actually test against this dude. But she's immature, so we have to go through the whole process of flushing out what's actually true. I'm an expert at that.
you're not appropriate. I'm afraid we can't continue.
Okay.
All right, see you later. Hey, Benny, back to the outhouse. Hey.
Yeah, no, this is my room. If you want to talk to Benny, go in your own room and talk to Benny.
Now see what he's doing there? Did you catch that? That is the controller, the ego. He thinks he's boss. Look at his fucking logo. It's all these little details that tell us exactly who he is. Now the bloke that we're about to meet, his form, his physical form, the fact that he smokes tells us volumes about him as an individual. When we look at this context of duality, are they selfish assholes or are they loving, caring members of the human herd? It doesn't take long to profile them. It's very, very easy. I'm a fucking expert. I'm actually the world expert.
Thank you.
And so is my friend the yellow ball and our team and our 15-year-old mate. So we have a 15-year-old mate that these guys, they found out that I gave my 15-year-old mate a talk on the traditional sex talk, right? I educated him on how sex works. It's just a 2-paragraph thing. The kid understood it perfectly, and it means that he's going to have a great relationship with his girlfriend. These pricks took that information and turned it into pedophilia when it was the most compassionate, caring thing to do for a person who's actually one of the intellectual giants of the human population. That's what happens when you're enlightened. Just a minute. I've got to go to Cassidy. Yeah, I'll say yup. That's young person speech. What do you want now, Cassidy? Oh, there's Robert Christian. I might actually go on his show. Woohoo, this could be an exciting day. Just a second. Put that down because Cassidy.
Benny, let's rock and roll.
Are you?
Benny's on my team sometimes. Fucking flip-flop he is. But I'm not a flip-flop. I don't ever sit on the fence. You fuck with me, I'll get right in your face.
You've got to deal with you acting kind of like a pedo.
See that? He wants to emphasize. Oh dear. I wonder if defamation is international. How you go about? How about you go suing for defamation? So pedophile. So he wants the only thing this is why he's fucking up. He's tripping over himself left, right, and center because he's just locked in. This is the ego mind. That's what it does, like a laser beam, on his agenda. if I can brand Rob Beasley as a pedophile, his whole fucking publishing, his internet presence, all of that is destroyed. So that's quite a significant defamation suit. Because at the moment, people are actually starting to buy my book. And guess what? The ones that are reading it, they're actually reporting that they're learning stuff. Wow, this is powerful stuff.
Acting like a pedo. Well, I know the young boy that you're referring to. Benny knows him. We know the truth. Goodbye. Let's go, Benny.
When we move like greased lightning. We absolutely do. We don't fuck around. There's no long goodbyes. I think this dude Shadow is going through what I call cognitive dissonance. Right? He might be starting ejaculating soon. Police or something outside, or I don't know. Got the cops coming. Blah 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 blah. I don't give a shit. At least I'm going to have my voice. My team will grab this video and it will be fucking part of my memorial. And these guys are toast.
Goodbye.
That's my friend.
Bye, Rob. Goodbye, Benny. I hope you realize that he is coming off like a pedophile.
Yes, repeating the claim. Because once the claim is made, you know, he's good to go. He thinks he's going to pull it off. But if there was an inquest into my death, right, and if it's allowed, because these people might be attached to some fucking real powerful people, but there's nothing more powerful in life than God. It just isn't. And it's a fact.
And kind of hanging around him.
It's all gone quiet now. It's gone quiet. As he realizes, oh fuck, I just got had.
Okay, that's probably a good thing.
No, Benny's a good thing. I'm a good thing. My wife's a good thing. My family's a good thing. My friends are a good thing. Internet bullying and victimization of a sustained level is a bad thing. Is a bad thing. It's all based on ego. Oh, was that a tear?
Okay, I'm going to turn this off.
Oh, that was a yawn. That's a signal. So what I now know with absolute certainty, this guy's conscience has been pricked. What that means is that if I pass, right, before he gets a chance to reconcile some of the evil things he's done, egos and lies, this man will suicide. I promise you. It's an absolute guarantee. Oops, off air. Oh, that was good. So hang on a minute, Shadow. I'll be right with you. I just need to. So that's that. That's that. Right. So just got to get used to things here. And here we go. Let's meet Mr. Shadow. And Shadow, first thing I want to talk about, and in my house, my rules, you know, everyone gets a speech, but point of contention rules, point of contention, shut the fuck up, and we resolve it. If you don't behave and show gentlemanly behavior, I'll fucking kick you out, because I've got better things to do than waste my time with you. Oh, hang on, before we let you in, let's see what you're saying. Rob, this is important. You have to pull a video titled Sex Ed in the States. You dropped all your docs. It is dangerous to give out all your personal. No, I know I did that deliberately because I have no fear like that. You're going to acknowledge then you heard, understood what I typed. Rob, read. Yeah, well, I just did. Pay attention. I'm here for your benefit, not mine. So now this is classic cognitive dissonance form. So there are three aspects of true cognitive dissonance. And when cognitive dissonance exists, we know with absolute certainty, listen, you fucker, We know with absolute certainty, if cognitive dissonance occurs, we know for sure that the beginning part of that conversation that led to cognitive dissonance is a lie. It's not just an average lie or a fucking pink lie or purple lie. It is a very absolute and very specific lie about the topic. So we know for sure that that person's speech is based on something that is not part of reality. That's exactly how cognitive dissonance, the true form, works. So when cognitive dissonance occurs, you have the flight-fight pattern, right? So, yep, he's starting to exhibit it already. I think we'll be seeing a flight very, very soon. So the flight pattern, or the fight pattern, we'll probably see a bit of that, a bit of cranky pants, etc., a bit of a ignoring of the facts. Then you move into the arse saving. So he's actually, yeah, he's there. So what he's trying to say to the audience is, I love Rob. I care for Rob. He couldn't give a fuck about me. We've got videos of this man, right, calling me rude names and being a right persecutor, and his agenda is just singular. Get this fucking idiot out of my face and space. But because he's an intellectual fraud, I won't go. And then, so the final part of the pattern is the fight pattern. So this will happen probably with this dude, and then I'll be free to go do something fucking useful with my life. Okay, Mr. Shadow, welcome aboard. So he's run away somewhere, fucking hiding in a corner, banging his fucking head against the wall or something. Come on, Mr. Shadow. Me and my shadow. Oh, here he is. Hello.
I had to let the dog out, for crying out loud.
What's that, sorry?
I had to let the dog out, for crying out loud.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
Anyway, putting your dogs out like that is like really freaking dangerous, dude.
Why? What'll happen to me?
Well, for starters, all it takes is one person that's one of the Anons to go out there and post your docs on one of their forums, and you'll be getting people sent to you and all kinds of pranks. Right, dude.
Yeah, I've had all that. That's already happened.
Yeah, that's from putting your docs out there, man. You should pull
that.
No.
I didn't put. No. Oh, I see your agenda.
No, I'm trying to warn you, man. It's not safe to have your info out like that.
No. La. I did not put my docs out at all in the first instance. That was done by your bullying.
No, dude. You actually, while you're on the phone in that with whoever called you, you give your name, you give your address, you give your phone number, you give all this information out while you're on the phone.
No. The pizzaing event, the pizza deliveries, was all done before it was public knowledge what my address was. The people that put my address out there, man, you're putting yourself in jeopardy. The people that put my address out, are the bullying cartel.
Well, I've not ever seen your address from them, but regardless, you doxed yourself.
Well, I've got screenshots. Do you want to see one?
Oh, I don't care about the screenshots. What I'm saying is having that video there where somebody can stumble across it is dangerous. It's dangerous for you and your family.
No, don't care. Couldn't give a fucking rat's ass. I care more about justice. I care more about people that are brutalized by internet bullies. I put my life on the line for those things.
And your families as well?
Well, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
So you don't care about the consequences of your actions. This is what you're telling me.
I do greatly, but when I weigh things up, right, I always have to go with justice and the love thy neighbor and the love thy
protect yourself
and the love thy neighbor principle. I always will run by that till the day I die. It is not. It cannot be compromised. It cannot be compromised. It cannot be compromised. I am immovable.
Actually, you're kind of an obnoxious troll in all the hangouts you've gone into, but that's beside me.
Hold it.
I came in here to try and caution you.
Point of contention. Now, that's a classic behavior, right, that these trolls do. They blurt out something, right, something that's defamatory, and then they don't allow the person. So he's saying I'm obnoxious. Hang on, let's get clarity. Now, give me fucking clarity on your charge, and then we stop, and then I give my side of it. There you go.
You go into Hangouts, you start making and load up your little mini cam and start making a ruckus and preventing anyone from being able to have a conversation. That's
Hold it. One thing at a time.
That was one thing.
No. See, that's why you got to fucking contain these pricks. They've got no manners. Now, what he said is I go into Hangouts with my mini cam. So the first thing I want clarity on is what does he mean by mini cam? Because my camera's always fucking off. So that doesn't make any sense. Okay, please explain minicam.
Minicam, it's the software you have loaded on your screen. It shows everyone in the Hangout when you have it loaded.
Oh, okay, but that doesn't do anything.
Actually, that's recording software, and I know that you've used it before. When you decided to come in and disrupt the shuffle,
okay, got it. Yes.
Regardless of that, that's not what I came here to discuss.
Yes. Hang on. Yes, I do that, but that's okay.
Well, not when you're going into a Hangout where people are trying to have a conversation and your entire goal is to go in and disrupt it. And
no. Wait. Point of contention. So, I admit that I use my Manicam to actually capture things because I need evidence, because I'm going legal with a guy called John May in Australia. That's occurring after the blood test today. Well, if the blood test of today, the results are probably the day after or the couple of days after. If I've got cancer, I'm going straight to the Kennedy solicitors in Sunshine, and I'll initiate a legal action against a person called John May and another guy who we don't...
Sorry, can you clarify? Why would you go after somebody if you had cancer? What?
Well, if I've got cancer, meaning that my life is, life has there's an end of life scenario, I need to take action. So I would have settled with just people being publicly honest and just walked away from it. But because if I'm dying, I want to make sure that my family is catered for. So I'll take a more severe approach to justice.
But you're going to endanger them with having your docs out there for everyone.
Well, shit, what do? That's life. You cannot.
Well, all you have to do is...
There are some things, there are some principles that are...
all you have to do is go download the video. It's easy through YouTube. Just go there through your thing, download the video, edit that part out and re-upload it.
No. I don't do that shit.
But you're putting yourself and your family in jeopardy by believing
No, we'll survive or we'll die, but that's happened. Lots of families die.
Your total disregard for the welfare of yourself and your family just appalls me, dude.
All right, well, listen to this. You need a wider perspective. I care.
No, dude. All you need to do is edit a little bit out of that, or your phone conversation, and that's all.
I care deeply. You don't understand what love truly is. I care deeply for the human family.
I fought for 7 yeers to make sure that my dogs don't end up out there to protect my family. I think I might know a thing or two about love and responsibility.
No, you're a selfish asshole. All you care about is yourself. I'm different.
Evidence, please.
I'm different.
Evidence, please.
I'm different.
Evidence, please.
No. Now,
evidence,
shut up.
Oh, no, I'm taking...
So what I'm saying to you is this. Listen carefully. Here's my position. If I see an injustice, such as Sugar Roads being brutalised by a pack of... Although I've got to qualify that. There's a niggling little thing that's in my mind about that scenario. But we'll see how this plays out. But let's assume it's as I've read it today. She was brutalised. She's a paramedic of 23 years standing. She's got PTSD. At least that's what's been reported to me. So whilst you guys stand around and brutalise her, or the members of this bullying cartel brutalise her as a human being, even if she's guilty of something, the behaviours that I witnessed and recorded were fucking unforgivable. Fucking forgivable. To treat a woman who's a grandmother and has children like that and push her to nearly a nervous breakdown. Now, what I do is, the way I react to that situation, I don't join the bullying cartel. What I do is, I take my loving arm, wrap it around the woman, I lift her from that situation. I think she may even be losing the PTSD syndrome because of my input. And I build her up in a couple of days to a strong, confident, beautiful person. That's what I do. That's what's important to me. And then I go after the prick that put her in that situation, Mark Annoy, who you people fucking defend as if he's someone noble. He's a dirty, filthy sex pervert. Now, I've made an accusation. It's live. Take me to fucking court on defamation. I don't care. But I guarantee to you, I will stop that arsehole from doing that. And by stepping up, that means that he won't do it to another lady. That's the appropriate reaction. And I'll put everything on the line for those outcomes. That's me. Now let's hear from you.
And how is that in any way relevant to the central point?
It's relevant to living. This is the perfect...
Actually, hang on, Rob. Can I ask you a question?
Love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. The golden rule. The golden rule. Love thy neighbor as you would love yourself.
Okay, here we go, Rob. I got a question for you then.
Just a second. I want to make a note for the audience. Notice how I made the ultimate statement of sacrifice for my fellow man. Clearly stated it. I may as well have not said it. Now, that's part of the cognitive dissonance phenomenon. The mind just blocks out the threat. But my threat will be strong. So what happens next?
Hang on. What's the threat?
Wait. I'm explaining something to the audience. So the next part of the process, we'll see cranky pants thing. Then there'll be ass covering pants, and then there'll be flight. Just because these things are instinctual. No one can control them. Sorry, go ahead.
You done?
Yes, sir.
You're positive?
Well, yeah, unless you raise something that's contentious.
Well, I have a question for you. Now, you've been charging Mark with being a sexual pervert. Now, mind you, when you're sitting there and you're making allegations against somebody and you haven't heard their side of it, yeah, I'm going to sit there and say that you need to hear all sides before coming to evaluation, because this is just how things should be done. But that aside, you went into a hangout yesterday after... Go for it.
I've heard both sides.
You have now?
No, I knew well before this, because I spoke to Mark and I saw his responses.
However,
hold it. Point of contention.
It was prior to you having that conversation.
Point of contention. I heard Mark's story. I've seen his evidence. He broadcasts it quite liberally. But the thing that you fucking assholes didn't do, right? You didn't go and listen to Sugar. I spent many a moment. I spent many a moment. I spent many a moment with Sugar, caring for her, listening to her, finding out her side. So I know both sides of the story, and I'm also an expert on human relations, sexual relations. I'm an expert on all those matters. So I determined what actually happened.
Rob, I actually heard Sugar's side of it long before I heard Mark's. Thank you very much. Stop jumping to...
Obviously you didn't, because you jump on Mark's.
Yes, I did. Now, the simple fact of the matter is I heard both sides.
No, you didn't.
When I first was in there talking with you, you hadn't yet. And you
Yes, I
admitted in
have.
that
Yes,
hangout
I
that you
have.
hadn't
Yes,
yet.
I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I have it on record.
Oh,
You
wait
admitted
a
you
minute.
hadn't-
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Point of contention. I see what's going on. I
You
see what.
said you hadn't talked to
Hey,
him.
point of contention. Point of contention. I see what's going on. May I speak?
Oh, go for it.
Okay. What's happening here? And so I'm going to chase.
Desire to lie and narrate, so go for it.
Yeah. But the thing I noted was your composure wasn't what I expected. So that tells me that somehow, and there was a strange cue from Sugar. So somehow the next thing I expect when I experience Sugar is that she's going to do a flip-flop. So that's why you're doing what you're doing. So that'll be really interesting. But hey, let me tell you something.
What are you talking about?
Let me tell you something. When I choose to be, I can get the truth out of anyone. If Sugar has flip-flop, or if there's a deeper story, I will get it out of her. And that will change your dynamic. Anyway, I just want to make that comment.
Well, regardless, I'd actually spoken to Sugar regarding this roughly 2 weeks before I'd actually spoken to Mark pertaining to it.
Yeah,
I don't tend to talk to Mark, but in any case, all that aside, the simple fact of the matter is when I was in that hangout saying that you should actually evaluate all sides before coming to a determination, you had told me in no uncertain terms that you hadn't spoken to Mark yet and you didn't feel the need to speak to Mark because you'd already spoken to her.
Correct. That's correct. But since that point in time, I've seen all these
at that time when
but since that time, I have seen all his evidence, and it doesn't break away from my understanding of sexual relationships, how they function, human behavior. I've witnessed all of Mark's human behavior. I know that he's alpha ego state. Don't think of other human beings. That's what we saw. We saw the stories going into the group. That pissed in the pond. The group then gathered around like a fucking pack of wolves. They abused a bloody grandmother who's a lovely person. So, no, I know the fucking whole story, buddy.
Do me a favor, ask Sugar if I've abused her in any way, by all means.
Now remember I said the ass covering behavior.
No. I'm asking you to ask her.
Yes, but all you're concerned about is your own fucking ass.
No, what I'm concerned about is you sitting there trying to mischaracterize me with a number of people that I did not act the same way as.
No. I said the bullying cartel that you belong to.
But I don't belong to any bullying cartel.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Saying yes, you do does not make a thing true.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because I've got evidence to back what I'm saying.
Sure. What's the evidence?
Your appearance and the time. So I collected the videos. You know, I've got that many cams. So I collected videos of all the times that you've engaged from the point. So you came in out of the blue. You postured for Mark from day fucking one, right? So that told me this.
Actually,
this guy,
no. It was day 2.
Ah, well, whatever.
Well, you're wrong. Sorry.
No, I'm fucking never wrong, dude.
And it was day 2 when you were saying that you'd heard Sugar's side. You didn't need to hear anything else. And I said that you realistically should hear both sides before making an evaluation.
Yeah, but when you came in out of the blue and your sort of so-called intellectual prowess, I thought, fuck, they brought this guy in to support their position.
That's not the case, actually.
Oh, really? Really, actually?
Actually, if you'd listen, I run a show called The Insomnia Shuffle. The one that you kind of invaded was, I believe, number 212. It's been running for about 3 years now. And it's a place where we go and just chill out and relax and talk about whatever. And pretty much darn near everybody's invited, including some people that I don't necessarily like periodically. But nonetheless.
So invite me again.
No, you've been banned.
Why?
Because you can't conduct yourself in a civil conversation.
I fucking can.
Well, you certainly didn't that one time that the panel actually.
Yeah, but because you run a fucking intellectual, fucking scandalous method of discourse. It's fucking atrocious.
What that I don't wait.
You fucking persecute. You persecute.
If you're going to say it's atrocious, back it up.
You persecute.
If you're going to claim it's atrocious, back that claim up.
You persecute. Well, we can just look. Hey, give me the link to your site and let me run an assessment of one of your shows.
Let's see now. 13. It's under 13 Shadows.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be about us context.
And it is a playlist of roughly 214 videos now.
Okay, good. Let's do one. Do you want to do a quick one now?
They usually run about 2 to 6 hours.
Yeah, but we only. Hey, you only need a pin to prick a bubble. I'll pick it up pretty quickly, and I'll show you where the errors are occurring.
Rob,
come on.
You're trying to divert.
Come on. Point of contention.
No, you went into that hangout. Rob, no. When I tried to jump in with something, you sat there and yeah, fuck off. Don't be a dick. And this is the problem right here. This is the problem right here. You're being a dick, Rob.
Signature of cognitive dissonance.
No, this is me pointing out that you're being a dick.
So we've had the blocking of information. Now we're getting the rudeness.
From you, actually.
No. The viewers know that I haven't been swearing.
Statement and you're screaming point of contention. That's being rude.
No, it's not, because it's my house, my rules. And point of contention is a valid rule.
Go ahead.
Okay, where's the video?
Let's see now. There's 214 of them. Pick one.
I will. Where do
Doesn't matter which one.
Well, can you give me the URL and I'll go get it?
Let's see now. I'm currently logged in with. Oh wait, I'm logged in with that one on the other one. Hang on.
Now, Shadow, to show you that I'm a compassionate, caring individual.
I don't do. Point of contention. You show yourself not to be.
Well, how did I relate to Sugar?
Well, did she show you the picture of her tits first before you decided to be nice to her? That's my first question.
I haven't seen her tits. What are they like?
You haven't. So instead, you just go into off-air hangouts where I'm hanging around with a couple people as well as my editor, and you go in there and start harassing my editor, asking her to show her your tits. Who's a sexual predator now, dude? Come on.
Now, but yes, you're correct. I actually did that. It's just something I've learned in recent times about the male-female dynamic. We're trying to work out why Mark does what he does, and you know, is there a good side to that story? Because it's natural. So in nature,
no, that's a bullshit excuse, dude. You know.
No, it's fact. It's fact. It's absolute fact. So there's two, you know, in terms of the relationship where a man asks a woman to show her tits, there are two circumstances. The first circumstance is driven by the male's excitement, sexual excitement. In other words,
by the way, Rob, I should probably point out that we were actually talking to her about potentially taking a look at your book and seeing what editing needs to be done on it.
Oh, really?
Before you went in there and started sexually harassing her, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Well, if you stopped to listen instead of going in there to badger everyone, you might have picked up on what we were discussing.
Oh, but wait a minute. That's not true. You were fucking... That was a setup, that one, and I've ran my review.
It wasn't a setup, dude.
Oh, go and look at my review and then tell me it's not a setup. But
your
now,
review of what?
Hang on. So the other side of the coin, so we said the first, you know, relationship between man, woman, and boobs is driven from the man's penis. That's the initiator. The second one comes from the place of love. So you first establish that
loving boobs does not get you off the hook for being a pervy little wanker.
No. Listen. Now, because you're going to learn something really powerful about the human condition, and it's absolutely 1000% correct. So, and I can demonstrate it time and time again. So, it turns out that men, if they set their mind to wanting to see boobs, which is part of their sexual content, fabric, they can actually make a woman show her boobs.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't. No,
it doesn't matter who the man is and who the woman is.
False.
No, true.
It's false. It is
True.
patently false.
True.
There's
True.
this thing called
True.
free will that women have, you know.
True, but no, this overrides free will.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Okay,
John
so
May.
how many women have
John
you asked
May.
to show their boobs and they just say, no, here you go. Come on.
No, it doesn't work that way. There's a little bit of foreplay to the whole affair to get the outcome. And I've known this all my life. I've always had this ability to, you know, get my sexual way with ladies.
Shit, Rob.
Hey? No,
Sure.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. I can prove it to you. What's your lady friend's name? Rose, right?
Yes.
I can prove it to you with Rose.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You can try. You'll fail. You can try.
I can. Well, just get her in the room with me and let's see how we go. Now, it might take several days or, you know, depending on where
Rob,
she's at.
You can't.
I can actually speed it up too. If I evaluate her psychological status, if I find any errors, I first eliminate those errors. Then I bring her towards the enlightened state. Then she's more likely to do it.
So incompetent with the psychology, dude. You really are.
No, sir, I'm actually 100% correct. Bring her in.
Every
Well,
fucking
here's the
market
challenge. Here's
on.
the challenge. Here's the challenge.
You don't even
Now-
know how to read micro facial.
Here's the challenge. Hang on. Here's the challenge, right? Here's the challenge. Ask the lady. It's got to be private, so it's just her and you. And then when it comes to the boob showing, you have to step out, and she can report to you later. But ask her to come, you, her, and I, in a hangout, private, off air, and we'll go through the process, and I'll demonstrate to you extremely. And you know why I know it works? Because it's part of the instincts, and the instincts cannot be fucking influenced.
It's not an instinct for a woman to tell a guy her jugs.
It is.
You know nothing about human behavior, dude.
Well, I've offered you. I'll prove it to you. Now I'm actually proving it with other ladies. But I do it from a base of love. Not
Does this tie into you asking what is his name? Sega Fiend to have his fiance show you her tits? His 17-year-old.
Correct.
How well did that work out for you, dude?
But she still wanted to do it. I promise you.
Oh, she wanted to do it even though she didn't. What's the matter with you, Rob?
Because,
Come on, man.
Because it's instinctual.
There's a thing called reality. You are not connecting with it.
Well, hey, Shadow, we can test it. Get your publisher lady in a private and I'll prove it to you.
Well, you're not going to get any freaking editing done that way, are you? Because you're going to end up offending her and you'll be done.
No, she'll actually enjoy the experience. It's a very enjoyable experience.
At best, what you're going to do is she's going to go and Google some kind of diseased breast tissue and send you a pic of that because that's the way she rolls.
Oh, no. The way it works, when No,
it is not human instinct for women to go around flashing random guys that they've just met their What's the matter?
No, wait a minute. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me.
Oh, yes, you have to sit there and try to tell them that you love them and shit off air first. Yeah.
Yeah, no, wait a minute. No, when I say, wait a minute, I'm enlightened, so that means I love every human being. So I have a head start, and it's an authentic head start.
You are so not enlightened. Good grief.
Well, take the challenge. Take the challenge.
What challenge?
Bring the lady.
I'm not putting my editor in a room with you so you can sexually harass her.
It's not a harassment. It's part of human nature. It's very
it's sexual harassment, dude. When you're going around,
no, it's not sexual harassment.
Trying to say, running around going, show me your tits, show me your tits.
It's not sexual harassment if the woman wants to actually join in on the sexual encounter.
But she doesn't.
She does. All women do.
Oh my! What is wrong with you, man?
Well, I'll give you a little bit of more information, right? You know John May?
Wait. If that's the case,
wait a minute. Do you know John May?
Kind of, not really.
Yeah, well, he uses this natural form. He thinks he's fucking Superman with the ladies. He's got 5 conquests that he sort of says, I've got 5 ladies to show me their boobs. That's a fact. We've got that on video, that admission. Now,
yeah, 5 out of thousands. What's your point?
Well, his agenda is it's driven from his penis, right? So, in other words, and this is exactly the profile of Mark and Neuer.
And if one of them was Lyrical Orion, that doesn't count.
What's that?
And if one of them was Lyrical Orion, that doesn't count. She shows everyone her jugs.
Who does?
Lyrical Orion.
Oh, I've never seen it. Never heard of that. I'm actually interested in that because I wonder.
Because you want to see her jugs.
No, I'm wondering.
Because your dick's talking again.
No.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Hey, no, you're wrong.
You're a pervy little wanker, and you've been doing
Hang on. What's the name again? Lyrical what?
Orion.
All right.
You know, like the stars in the sky?
Can you perhaps get her in contact with me? Because
no, I don't get along with her. She's obnoxious.
I don't understand a woman.
You want somebody that doesn't like her contacting her? What the hell?
I don't understand a woman initiating that act. It doesn't make sense to me. So there's obviously something psychological behind that premise.
Oh, dude, people have actually done enough screen caps of her that there's web pages out there with her showing her junk. It's ridiculous.
No, it's not. I mean, I'd like to look at them. I like looking at women's boobs. Well, look at that, you funny bugger.
Okay, there we go.
Are you a heterosexual male?
Yeah.
Okay, then you like looking at ladies' boobs.
I like looking at my wife's breasts. That's about it.
No. Fucking any breast. They're all the same, and they're bloody lovely to look at.
Well, if they're all the same, why do I need to go looking around at other breasts? I bet my wife. I'm happy with
it. Hey. Playboy exists, does it not?
Yeah. What does that have to do with me? I don't like porn.
No, but it's full of this female sexual form, and that's you heard the term sex sells, right?
Well, the thing is, if you want to talk about the female sexual form, I much prefer it in art, like the works of Boris Vallejo.
Fuck that! I'd rather see the live tits.
Yeah, I'd rather the artistic rendering. That actually, some of the the way that it features off the muscles and what have you is fantastic.
No. When you use it from the base of love, right? You then love the person, so you get a double hit. You get the physical form, plus you get the person.
That would be a bullshit rationalization, Robin. You know it.
No, that's the absolute truth. You bring Rose in, and I'll prove it to you. You're stuck in your notional ideas about reality. And they're wrong. They're so dead wrong, and they cause so much fucking harm. My understanding is extremely accurate, and what it does is it starts to eliminate.
Is rudimentary.
It starts to eliminate the injustices served to womankind.
It's a shame that you're incredibly inaccurate with your assessments. Then.
No, bring Rose in, and I'll prove that I'm right.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And even more so, some people sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, I can wait.
It'll be a long wait.
Now, hey,
regardless,
why the fuck would you offer these services, right? The editing services, when the fucking book's published? That would force me back to a whole new round of works. Fuck that. I've written enough. I don't need any more help.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected you to say.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day,
things that I thought maybe a professional publisher could use.
At the end of the day, the information that I need to convey is there, whether it's spelt correctly or fucking whatever. And the value proposition is, and I mean this sincerely, an accurate understanding of how religions came to be and how they're part political, part spiritual. And you get the opportunity to meet the real Jesus person and learn from his philosophy and become enlightened. That's not bad for $4. And it doesn't need to be fucking reworked.
No, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Horribly, and it's 50% index for crying out loud, roughly.
Well, you know, what am I to do?
Don't do that in writing. But
Hey,
then again, if
hey,
you're an actor
hey,
who doesn't know what the fuck
hey,
they're doing
hey,
and you don't want an editor,
hey,
that's your thing.
hey, hey, haven't you noticed that I break all the fucking rules of everything?
Well, you can't carry on a normal civil conversation, I've noticed, or at least not lately.
Well, no,
Are
you
you
need
running
to.
into an off-air hangout just to disrupt it yesterday?
You need to watch this back and pay close attention. We moved from we moved from we moved from a rather disruptive position, and now we're starting to get a flow of voice. And on that journey, we're examining everything as we go.
No, we're really not examining much of anything at this point, quite frankly.
Well, there's no need to, because there's no need. But if you bullshit, I'll pull you up and we'll examine it. And you're entitled to do that to me as well.
Well, you've been bullshitting.
Okay, well, what is it? What's your contention?
Well, let's start off going back to that shuffle where you sat there and leveled some charges against me, claiming that I have this horrible kind of discourse or whatever because I refuse to give you mod in a hangout which does not have mod.
Yeah, but that's true. Oh, hang on. Well, you just reminded me. We nearly lost it. Let's see. Let's examine that point. So,
well, okay,
hang on. There's the archive. Oh, fuck yeah.
The Insomnia Shuffle does not have mods. Most of them are ran as off-air hangouts, streamed from the off-air hangout. They're corporate-style hangouts where I have the ability to eject, but there are no mods, and only the administrator of the site, because it's considered to be a corporation, and only the admin has the ability to eject. There is no control panel whatsoever. There is no potential of using cameraman or any of these things. There are no mods. There's just the admin.
Okay, I'm just looking for one.
Pick one. There's over 200.
Is Armored Christian just a troll? Nah.
No, that's not one of the shuffles.
Oh, okay.
IS 1 through 2.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, we'll do. Oh, well, I don't want to do. Oh, fucking Rob mirrored.
Yeah, those were the hangouts that the discussions I did with you that I mirrored.
Okay, now
those are directly taken from your hangout mirrored on my side.
Oh, okay.
My portion of the discussion.
In reality, I substitute my own.
Shut up. Hang on. All right, we've got something here which I think we can work with.
We spend most of our time talking about like movies or what's going on TV or personalities in the community, etc.
Yeah.
Politics come up a lot. Actually, Canadian politics has been a big topic since election time.
To Orlando, douchebag. You're not coming to Orlando. Douchebag and that kind of that.
What the fuck?
Nah, we read the rant. Most likely talking about one of the flat earthers. He's been going after them lately.
Yeah, but see, that's where I take umbrage to that because it's fucking pointless. It's just bullying. And I'll tell you why.
Wait. What's bullying about? No. If you're claiming that you know something about psychology, right?
Yeah.
So how is allowing somebody a place where they can safely vent when they're annoyed with something some form of bullying? That's because actually psychologically very healthy to give somebody a safe place to vent when they're frustrated.
No, bullshit. Absolute crap.
Talk to people that have studied psychology.
Hang on, wait a minute. All right, there we go. Well, what?
Talk to some people that have actually studied psychology. You might learn something.
No, I don't have to. I'm actually got 100% understanding of the whole phenomenon.
Then how come you don't understand that actually letting things out instead of bottling them up is actually healthy?
Well, in this case, they shouldn't fucking exist in the first place. So the solution is don't fucking think that way.
What shouldn't exist?
An attack on people that had an idea about being flat earthers.
Well, when you're sitting there and you're disregarding science and you're just spouting... Do you know where the flat earth thing comes from, Rob?
Yeah, well, this is my understanding, right? Way back in the day, people, because of their limited, so that people can only take in their senses in the first instance. And so there was limited information available to determine what the phenomenon of Earth was. So all they could do is sit out in the wilderness, fucking look around, do a 360 and say, oh, golly, it looks like a circle. They couldn't fly up into the space, so they said, look up at the sky, and they said, that's the ceiling, it's a closed event.
Hang on, before you go too far with this, I'm talking about the modern iteration of the flat Earth movement. Do you know where that actually originates?
I don't care. Oh, it'll hook into the Bible, basically.
No, actually, it doesn't. Not at all.
Okay.
It actually hooks into a philosophy class. A debating class, rather. A guy that actually taught a debate class decided to come up with this as something that should be an easily defeated argument. And he initially set this up as a counterpoint for people to argue against, just to demonstrate how one debates from a weak position.
Yeah, okay.
And created a web page associated with that, and some people started going to the web page, taking it seriously, and he was throwing out initially anyone that took it too seriously, and then in time he stopped maintaining the page, and these people went there and just started thinking, oh, this looks legit. But all it started off as a tool for debate.
Yeah, well, that's intellectual vandalism of the fucking first. That guy should never have done that, because it's
no. He's doing this to teach kids how to debate.
No, bullshit. Bullshit. If you want to do how to debate, you pick a true premise, and then you show something that's valid and true. You've got to start with it.
The point is that somebody, if they're learning to be a debater, needs to learn to argue positions that they don't hold.
Yes, but you start with, again, it's like the sexual contract that we were talking about. So you've got the sexual contract that's based off the dick, which is fucking always downstream harm, versus the sexual contract that's based off authentic true love.
Before I get accused of cognitive dissonance for walking away again, the dog's barking. I'm going to let him in.
All right, no worries.
All right, listen. You're now in Indianapolis. You're a lot closer where Brian is right now.
Sandra? How you doing?
Here we go.
Could I have a drink?
Yep. Coffee cup was empty. Oops, there goes the chair.
Yeah, well, I'm actually trying to rustle up one for myself. Well, I'm asking Sandra. Now,
the old joke is that I'm a coffee-powered squirrel.
Now, it's a human condition. All this relates. It all ties back to this dichotomy between these two instincts within humans. Everything. So, like I've said before, the computers are 1-0 dichotomy, true, false.
Hang on, though. Your model there doesn't account for the parity or stop bits, do they?
What's that?
Stop bit, parity bit.
What's that?
Okay, when you're dealing with 8-bit computing, you also have the parity bit. Also,
fuck that. Not interested.
Well, you're talking about computers, and there is
I'm just trying to think.
More than ones and zeros.
I'm trying to remember what the parity bit was. Can you just explain it again? Because you're talking about a byte, right? Which is 8 binaries.
It's a divisor, so it knows where to start the next block.
Okay, I've heard of it, so I'm just trying to fit it in.
Basically, what happens is you have so many bytes, and then there's you have your parity, and then you do the next 8. It's a dividing.
Okay. No, I got it. No, fuck you. It's an additional add-on, so it's building up the layer structure. It's still true to say that the base point is binary, 1 0.
Yeah. Even then, it's more. We really use assembly, not binary, at the root.
No. At the root of the root of the root of the root, it's always binary.
Oh, well, not really, though. I mean, they don't actually utilize binary, because binaries, you don't actually store anything in binary, and it doesn't actually process anything in binary in modern computers.
But it does, because
but it really doesn't. I mean, you're dealing with things like hex and assembly.
Yes, it does.
But it really
That's
does.
the way it starts. That, and you know, I don't know whether the term's entropy or whatever, but it started with an on-off switch. Then it became 8 bytes, which was 8 on-off switch, and that's it. Doesn't matter what you say. That is the
on-off switch. That's a step in the right direction.
That's the hard.
At least you're calling them on-off switches instead of true and false, like you had been.
But they are like true and false. They are like true and false.
No, they're not. It's
one
on and off.
state versus another.
No, dude, it's on and off.
No, it's a light that's turned, so the light glows and spreads light around the room.
Check to see if it, but the thing is, it's parsed out as on or off. A 0 would be off, a 1 would be on, and this is the way that it's parsed out. Now, if you're to say that false, you have to actually, you actually have to go to the register.
In the physical world, it's lights on or lights out.
Yeah, which is on off.
Correct. Which is
but
true,
in terms
false.
of the way computers do logic, the only way you return a true false is when you send a command to check that particular register location. True false is a lot more is much more programming down the road.
Yeah. But the baseline, the absolute baseline, is the true false dichotomy.
Well, it's not though. It's on off in terms of computers.
Oh wow, fucking semantics.
Well, I'm sorry, dude. I know computers.
Wait a minute. It's two absolute opposites. Ha! Gotcha.
I don't know if it's. I don't. Yeah, I guess you'd say it's opposites.
Come on.
No. I'm saying. Well, hang on though. Rob, hang on. Let's hang on. Let's relate this. If you'll stop saying concede for a moment, I'll explain to you why I'm going about it.
Now, you're going to have to take your clothes off publicly. I'm joking.
So in any case,
I'm not gay.
You're talking about on or off in terms of like a light being on and a light being off. You're not adding darkness. So it's not actually an opposite state. It's just light or lack of light. There's a difference there. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they're the polar opposites.
Oh, I don't know that they're necessarily opposites, though. I mean, you can say that darkness is the opposite of light, but at the same point, darkness is simply the absence of light.
Yeah, but the important point that we're missing here in the discussion is that they are absolutes as well. Not only are they absolutely opposite, they are absolutes.
Nah, I don't think it's a point worth arguing. Anyway.
Oh, it is, mate. You have no idea how important.
Well, no, it's really not, because the way you're looking at it is kind of slanted as far as I'm concerned.
No, it's true. And then when we move across to the human form, we find the same story of absolute opposites being the baseline.
How do you get that? Oh, wait, we've already, haven't we?
Well, yes, but remember the two survival
the same faulty premises, aren't you?
No. You're just fucking slow, I guess, is your problem.
No, I've already demonstrated why on a biological level and a neurological level why your premises are wrong, and you just simply decided to ignore it and insisted I was giving out false information because it disagreed with your, well, non-scientific.
For the viewers, right? All two of them. For the viewers, all two of them.
Well, I'm one of them. I should probably close out of that window.
Oh, fuck me. Things are going bad. All this wonderful discourse, and it's just wasted. And this discourse that we're having is far richer than the fucking crap that you run on your shows.
Actually, no, it's really not.
Yes, it is, because we've only just begun.
Yes, you've only just begun, and we've actually had a lot of really in-depth conversations. The conversation flows normally, like a normal conversation people have. It's not herded, it's free form, it's flow of consciousness. People are allowed to discuss whatever the heck they want to within.
Okay, got it. Now, so just in summary, the human dichotomy is basically these two survival instincts: one for the self, selfishness; one for the herd, unselfishness. Now, what we're going to do is move away from that for a minute, and we're going to examine the question of whether this Rob's methodology, or no, so we're observing Rob's methodology because I'm applying it in this room with Shadow. Now we're going to look at his more liberal form. So, Shadow, is it sort of the style where...
Wait. Sorry. Where's the word liberal coming from there?
Out of my ass.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Now, can you describe for the audience of two, or one, sorry, can you describe how the format runs, just in a general sense? So we've sort of got a grounder. So you know mine, it's pretty simple. It's person holding the floor talks for fucking ever if they want to. Persons not holding the floor can raise point of contention. Problem solved. Back to the person holding the floor. They release the floor, and then we just switch over to the next person. So point of contention is the key feature. Is yours like this idea that the person holding the floor gets to speak their speak, and everyone else shuts up till they finish, and then we pass the baton around the room?
Well, actually, the way that we run it is much more free form to allow everyone to actually have their say long form. Now, at the same point, we don't let anyone actually monologue for an extended period of time because, frankly, it bores the audience. So what we'll do is we'll sit there and just allow a free-form conversation like you would if you had a bunch of people sitting around your living room, sitting around drinking coffee or tea or whatever and just conversing.
Got it. Okay, let's see how it plays out and how constructive a thing is.
Yeah, that's true. Then Orlandishness. Very true.
Let's see. Let's plan this shit out. Okay, let me get my maps up. Google Maps has stopped working. You piece of shit.
Yeah. Apparently, someone has porn bomb Red's Google Maps. That'd be right himself.
So
He'll show up in Dildo, Newfoundland.
By chance.
But as you see, there's levity, there's cooperation. People sit there and they do actually naturally settle into taking turns and what have you.
yeah,
and
hang on a minute.
a hard time and joke around a lot.
Go to Google Maps, find Dildo, Newfoundland, and look at the other town, village names because there's Conception Bay.
Would that be next to Mangina Bay and Doucheville?
They're talking about towns in up in Canada right now.
And the best thing is Newfoundland, so there's actually
They just didn't realize it when they named everything.
Yeah, there's no irony involved. This Newfoundland, so it's like
Actually, since we're mentioning irony, we went to Walmart earlier today to pick up some stuff, and the people at Walmart. So we're sitting in line, and the people in front of us. There's a woman and another woman and this guy, and the guy has we're talking so much body hair on his arms.
Yeah,
sure, basically, that you have executive for racist arms.
Well, it looks like he just dropped out of his own hangout. That was fun. Oh well, I guess we're done.
wife stipulated that it's just me.
That's so weird.
He might be related to like the folk monster in Arkansas or whatever, Texas or whatever.
I don't think Texas has any folk monsters.
Yeah, it's the folk County.
That's interesting.
In Texas or wherever the fuck that town is, the border town between Arkansas and Texas or whatever. The one that was the Legend of Boggy Creek was based on that movie. Yeah, they have their Bigfoot there who like lives in the swamps and shit.
Don't you have the chupacabra coming up from Central America as well occasionally? Those are just dogs with mange.
Oh, it looks terrible. Yeah. Yeah, Brian, in the sidebar, you'll find a map of Bigfoot sites in relationship to national parks.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just driving around Colorado, there are places where you will see Bigfoot signs just as you would any deer or other animal.
Okay, sorry about that, buddy. Just things went fucking haywire. And it looks like Shadows slicked off into the Neverlands. He was behaving himself quite well, but this is something that's big to him, and I'm afraid I'm going to tear it to pieces. I've already seen the problems. You got a bunch of fucking adult men, and they're just being petty little boys gathering around, picking on fucking other people. That's not anything of any quality value at all, and it's the fundamental building block to some really bad behaviors that probably then permeate outwards from this experience. So it's fucking bad news. This is fucking appalling. Absolutely appalling. Well, we held live status. We've got 2 viewers. All right, now I might go and see if I can find Mr. Shadows. It's funny how that sort of shit happens. Hello, extra viewer. I'll be with you in a minute. Just having a chin wag with someone else. Right, now, see if I can get me and my shadow back. So, 3 views. Won't be long. I'll tear this fucking thing apart. Probably a couple of seconds. Fucking appalling crap. Now, where are we? So this is going to be a kick in the intellectual nuts. Sub-intellectual. Oh, there's Sydney. Oh, Sydney. Sydney, this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what's this? This is a new person on the block in the bullying group. There's a stupid fellow. He's probably destroyed by the experience. What's this one? Yep, seen it there. Yeah, now your true colours, shadow and fence are showing. Okay. Yeah, so there's a young fatty guy, just sort of sits at home. Okay, nearly getting ready, done all that shit, done all that crap. Close that. 2 viewers, no shadow. Just run it myself. All right, let's rock and roll. So I'm going to start to really get into this, but fundamentally thus far, all you got is a team of fucking old farts sitting around a table, picking on people and just being bitches. Now that ain't constructive in my book. If you reflect on the rest of this video, what you'll see is we started to get into a dialogue. We started examining philosophy. You know, that silly prick wasn't paying attention or holding his aloof position. But, you know, given the fullness of time, I would have just slayed his position and we would have come to the realization that things are much simpler than what you would imagine.
I know, but just go take a look at the map. You'll find it hilarious. Yeah.
Guy with long beard, you know, sitting on his computer, basically not servicing the world, but servicing himself. Then you might say, well, you're doing the same. No. Take a closer fucking look at what I do.
No, just go and take a look at the map and you'll find all the places are in Rosbeth.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to bring that up.
Yep.
Arnra is Sasquatch.
Oh, wow.
Now, what's that do? Someone's got a camera, you know, they extend it out so the whole experience extends out. I suppose that's interesting. But fuck, you should be concentrating on driving, you dickhead.
Oh, yes, those are definitely Arnra sightings.
Yeah, it almost makes it look like a Johnny Cash song. I've been everywhere, man.
In fact, looking at it, it only looks like Colorado.
The fundamental baseline error is that you've got people that are feeding their egos, right? And that's a big, big problem for society. You've got to feed, you've got to love your fellow humans. That's the way to live. And that's the path to enlightenment. So it's all very simple, very interconnected, very valid, very true. And this is just bad behavior, bad selfish behavior.
Or is that, what's the one just to the right? Colorado. Is it Omaha or something?
No, it's to the left. Colorado, everything's to the left. Yeah, remember that, right?
I'm trying to think here.
Yeah, I just think there's a void of sighting immediately to the right of the Colorado block.
That's mostly Kansas.
Oh, is it?
I'm looking at this correctly. Montana, Wyoming, Colorado is dead center. Utah is on the left-hand side towards Nevada. So yes, that would be Kansas and Nebraska. Which is basically flatland.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's all flatland. That's why you don't see Bigfoot there much.
What?
Yeah, it's all drained. It's all
and it would be too
What?
hot.
drainage, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd
Still.
be too hot in Nevada.
Yeah.
That's what. But he does show up in Texas. And he really loves Florida. That must be where they get that swamp monkey thing from.
And it makes a sound that scares everybody. It goes.
Now that was a grown ass man. Yeah, but I do that. I have a muck around a bit. So I suppose. But, you know, in the context of actually caring for people, this is in the context of selfishness.
Our Bigfoot was debunked a long time ago.
What was it? Swamp gas?
No, some douchebag that owned a airboat ride park theme.
Some douchebag, right? The language, you know, it's sort of like we are the group that are good. They are not. And that's problematic because the real truth is that we're all equal as humans. So this is, fuck.
Basically, it's a shack and a dock. It's like, hey, pay me money, I'll give you a ride on a fucking airboat.
Yeah, bit of language sort of there, you know, blah, blah, blah.
I'll bring you close to those deadly gators and shit like that. It's right on Alligator Alley, and apparently he was the guy that faked it.
Wait. You have Alligator Alley?
Yeah, Alligator Alley.
Wait. You have Alligator Alley. We have Tornado Alley. Can we trade?
As long as As long as you don't have an tornado or something like that, like a shark tornado.
Alligator tornado. Don't say that too loud. So
Every
sequel, there's Shark Tornado too.
Oh, you were also thinking of Sharknado. Damn it, I was about to say that.
There's 3 Sharknadoes. We need Gatornado next. Yeah.
Gatornadoes. Hey, that's the range of Gatornadoes.
The polar vortex has
Polar bear NATO. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking bloody blah.
It's a
Tornado.
It's a tornado with a polar bear.
I think the Crocodado might be actually scarier.
Sharknado.
And I can go for that one, Crocodado. Never mind. Yeah.
In a world where people are content with Sharknado, we bring you Crocinado. It's just like Sharknado, only twice as fuck.
Who can't see the fucking problem here?
Why? Because we can't.
Yeah, but red line, when the polar vortex comes, you won't see it coming because it puts its paw over its nose, so you don't see the black spot. I'm sorry, heavy. Polar bears do that. They lay in the snow on the ice floe, waiting for seals, and they cover their nose, so the seals don't see it.
This dude's driving with what I can only assume is a dash cam. Good on you, sir.
Yep. No, he's wearing a bike helmet with a GoPro strap on top.
It's a cam cap, damn it.
There we go.
Oh, cam cap. God damn. No,
Just the only cell phone.
Yeah, we have to wait while Red has his moment to be the latest. Which reminds me, I still have to do something about getting that car.
Okay, just about had enough of that. Because it'll ramble on, so they spend all this time. It's like when I used to go to the hotel, you'd front up and you fucking talk about the same shit every fucking week, day in, day out. And I left that scenario for a period of time and came back. And they were still talking about the same shit. And it's just shit, wasting your fucking lives away.
I was doing the way I figured it out was the trains of Venus.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of ways to figure it out.
Yeah, my way was the
Why
train.
don't you accept the fact you're not the center of the universe?
Yeah. Oh well, this
Actually,
was
no, I guess even if you were the center, the sun would still be the same distance.
Yeah, correct. So that's really irrelevant at that point. I just did the trains of Venus, and there's a bunch of complex math for it. So I just figured, it's going to work out. I just got to figure out one little aspect of it, and then the rest of it will fall right into place.
Damn it. Why has no one ever brought this up to a geocentrist?
What?
Okay, if the Earth is the center of the solar system, everything would always be at a relatively equal distance from it because it's orbiting. Okay, I say relative because, things are sometimes elliptical. But if the Earth is not the center...
They're talking about a load of fucking shit. Now, they may well know the topic. Hello, Fiction Fighter, and Mike. 1 second. So, this is my girlfriend, my internet girlfriend, and she's come to show her boobies. So present to everyone. That, show in broadcast. Now she might try and porn bomb, but won't work, dear. Hello, Fiction.
You know me better than that, Robbie, and here I thought you were feeling better.
I am feeling wonderful.
Hmm.
I went to the doctor's last night.
Yes.
He was, unlike you fucking so-called medical experts, his opinion was that the swelling had gone down somewhat since last visit. And there was no discoloration at all. So I wonder who fucking came up with that idea.
I have not seen your legs, so I was just kind of guessing by what your daughter was saying.
Now hang on, you didn't speak to my daughter.
I heard you. I heard her on the hang that you had live.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. When she called the ambulance, then you talked
Well,
about
yes.
it coming.
Yes, fortunately for me, the ambulance rang back to check on the, the visit, and then I was able to give them a rational explanation why she. So someone white-handed my daughter, and I wonder who that is.
I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
Fucking bullshit.
Nope.
You're stepping over a big fucking white line, my dear.
I haven't been involved enough to really know. That was kind of a shocker for me last night when I tuned in. So.
Really? Well.
Sorry to disappoint you.
There's a thing called defamation, and there's also a thing called bullying, criminal level bullying.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with me.
Guess what, my dear? I think
I'm not online enough to be a bully. I work,
No.
Yeah.
I've got bloody videos of you working with John May and all your.
Me and John May have fun. We don't work on anything. We don't have a project going.
Well, when I take John May to court, which is happening, we'll see what an independent fucking people, decent human beings, what they're called.
What, for challenging you on fables that you tell? And what about your online behavior there, Robbie? Take a look in the mirror, Robbie. What about your online behavior? Grooming young lads, that's not cool for a 6-year-old. How many 6-year-olds do you know that do what you do online? Hours upon hours upon hours.
Yeah, watch ya. You're gonna run away like a coward.
Nope, I'm not running.
I am enlightened. That's a true statement.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I'm glad I'm not. Not in your definition, any of it.
Well, darling, the way it works when you're
I know what proper behavior is. That's for sure. Online, I don't talk to 15-year-old boys.
God's house, Jesus rules. Now, no, hang on, listen.
Not in my house.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Nope.
This is the way nature works. We're going.
By the way, Robbie.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen my boobies. And you will never see my boobies.
I know that. Hang on.
Nobody's seen my face, much less boobies.
I've seen your face.
No, you haven't.
When you were a Halloween.
You think you have. That wasn't my face.
Oh,
that was your online horse face. The Mad Lulz cow whore, remember? Yeah, that's who you saw.
Moo.
All right. Hang on, enough of that. That's actually quite sexy. That.
Oh, I know. That's your Lulz cow mating call. You like that, don't you?
Yeah. Now, hey.
Does it give your man gina a little bit of a swelling?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm sure it does.
Yeah. Well, that's nature. That's nature.
Is it oozing, Robbie? Is it oozing for your Lulz cow?
No.
Oh, is your hands getting sticky now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, hang
Swirl
on.
it around in your fingers, Robbie.
Sure.
Wipe it on your face.
Hey.
Wipe it. Oh, yeah. It's good for the skin in here.
My house, my rules. Oh. Now, hang on. I told you she'd run away. Now, what's that?
Took off.
Well, that's the flight part of the cognitive dissonance phase. And what she knew is that I was totally in control and that she was at risk. She knew that early, so the only option she had was to run away. And she doesn't want to show her boobies yet. And what she also knows is that because of this sexual relationship, which is part of nature, she knew that if I asked for that to happen, she'd have to do it.
She'd be obliged.
Willingly, absolutely. And enjoyably in the right context. But we're live, so we'd have to really consider that. she would call those shots. But I promise you, you know, that's part of the sexual contract, is that when the male initiates, the woman does want to comply for whatever reason. Now, you might think fucking all sorts of things, but so what? That's the reality. And if that wasn't true, she wouldn't have ran. It's that simple. Anyway, so where we got to, Michael, we were doing a bit of an analysis of the value proposition of this guy Shadow's website. And basically, there's fucking none. It's a bunch of bloody old dudes sitting around jerking off, talking a load of crap and not achieving anything worthwhile whatsoever. And I'm sort of loath to continue watching it, actually. Oh, maybe one. Here, we'll do this one.
Yep, he's a dealer. He grows. He's an asshole.
And he's
Now, I've seen this dude before, and I can even tell. Mike, look at this dude. Look at this dude. His face. Does it give you cause for concern?
I don't know.
Well, it does me
So what
straight
are
away.
actions?
Hey?
What are his actions?
His fucking ego to the max.
His ego.
it's on a certain list, apparently.
Now, that's the guy that runs this. Runs under the band name 13 Shadows. So he runs these sites, which are a fucking waste of time. They're an intellectual fucking thievery.
Is the child list? Is that you killing him?
No, it's actually Ned's.
Oh.
Is that working better now, Boom?
Hello?
Hello!
Yay! That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that I run into him trying to make a moral argument at some point in the future. That'll be fun. Oh, hang on. I got my external going. Let me fix that.
Mr. King of the fucking castle.
I'd be surprised if there's a ton of other YouTubers that haven't just been seen on or haven't been just found on Ashley Madison yet either. So.
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty out there.
Well, there's always the answer to any moral argument is always going to be, I vote for these nuts.
Well, does he have like a wife at all? Does it confirm that he has like a wife or anything?
I mean, that site's specifically for people that are looking to cheat on their spouse. So either he's a cheater on it, either he's cheating on his wife, or he's a lying sack of shit.
Apparently, you can sign up for single. When I was looking at infographics today about that, it was like this subsection is single, this subsection is married.
Oh, I didn't know they had a single subsection.
So,
Didn't know they had that.
so like, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily give him as much grief as because he might have been single at the time. You never really know.
Yeah,
There's
but
a bunch of those today I fucked up on Reddit right now. Is that today I fucked up like signing up on Ashley Madison like 6 years ago, and I forgot it was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, the thing is, he would have gone in as single if he is, and the married person would come to them, right? So he'd still be losing moral argument.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there is that, but
Well, he's already lost moral arguments, but like.
it also doesn't mean that anyone took the ugly fucker up on it either.
Yeah. Well, he's been caught up in like those more arguments before, but like even him growing is considerably non-Christian. Not necessarily growing, but like the fact that he's like I can't remember what it was, but people yelled at him. People yelled at him as a moral argument.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm waiting for my tiny garlic ribs that I have in the oven. It should be in there for a couple more hours, but I can smell them.
You bastard. Mike, I'm on a fucking plane and I'm coming over. Damn. That sounds good. I'm still not picking up who they're fucking talking about. Could be me, could be anybody.
It's hard to tell.
Eh?
Hard to tell what's going on there.
Yeah, but they've certainly got someone in mind as a target. So that's bullying right there, right? So you've got a collection of people targeting an individual. That's trolling or bullying.
Yep. In the beginning, so they kind of fail right away. But you can't tell them that.
Yep. But I can go back to my normal audio right now. I don't need the headset right now.
Yay! Give yours a rest.
Yeah, tomorrow may be a very short first draft Friday, but at least something.
Oh, you're still going to?
Well, you know, I might as well. I've got at least 7 pages, so that's something. It'll just be short as shit.
No. Well, you still got the afternoon for a little bit.
Yeah,
your morning, I should say.
We'll see how my brain's going tomorrow. I don't know.
Your brain's fucked.
Yeah, I hit my stalling point for the evening, so. Not that it should last long, but.
There's some ego gestures there, Mike. Oh, look at me.
Yeah, I'm tired, man. Now, I invited Christina. I don't know if she's
Ooh, sexy.
I don't know if she's actually on or just working and commenting like a, you know, like a Christina.
Yes, we're. Yeah.
Get the maths in here. I was looking for a fight for them.
What? A fucking internet fight? What's the point? Now that's sort of stroking the old ego right there. And it's incongruent, if that's a word, from reality. It's just like a fanciful idea about fighting.
You know what? You know,
Oh, I don't like that, Blake.
you're gonna be part of an experiment with her.
I'm actually not pertaining to that.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
It's really people that are max con something. Apparently there's plenty of con maxes.
Yeah, that's damn right. You don't fucking know.
Well, I still call him Mickey anyway. I was having fun with him. He was in this thing that Ermine did earlier, and I was having fun a little bit. I went in and threw him some real softballs, but I decided not to hit him with a hard one.
Oh, so did Ermine say she got like a response from the thing or no?
No, I haven't heard anything back on that.
Okay.
No clue. We will see on that. Invited my Candidoites and whatnot, and hoping someone might actually show up, as well as the drunk bears. But I guess those are your drunk bears.
They're basically the same people.
Well, some of them are, yeah. There's a lot of them.
Mostly, the biggest group I'm in is actually drunk bears.
Yeah, there's more bears though than technically speaking.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't send it to the little elitist group. You know, we have that out there. Though. It's been a while apparently since I posted anything in Nihil. Sure.
Nihil, the elitist group? You mean? Oh.
Hey, Mike. I threw out a challenge. This guy bullshittingly said he had his publisher sitting there, and he said, and it was part of the arse saving move. He said, we came to offer you greatness. We're going to rewrite your book for you. But I said, well, fuck, isn't that going to cost me more money? And my book's perfect enough. It'll do. It gets the job done. I don't need your fucking help. And so with that, I said, can I see the lady, Rose? Can I see her boobies?
Turned it over to that. Eh?
Hey, what?
Turned it into that all of a sudden.
Yeah. But no, I threw out a challenge. But he said, bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. And I said, all right, you get her and me in a room and you can come along up to a point. Then we'll have to kick you out. Then you can ask it.
People, I have conversations with people and I throw something out there very similar to what you did. They see your boobs just randomly off the wall out there, right? And they don't know how to take it. And they're talking about that little thing, and you know yourself that you're joking when you say these things, but these people can't take a joke.
Hey, Mick.
Right? They'll carry that forever. Right? Oh, he's like this. Or, you know what I mean? It fucks them right up. And I love to do this. I'll say something that's completely retarded to them, and I'll just look to see what the reaction will be. Right? And they screw up their face, and they make a sour face and all this, or they get mad. And you can see the anger or hatred on your face, right? And you know, they can't say nothing to you because go ahead and call me names. Oh, that's all you got is all you can do is make up some names to call me? But, yeah, okay. Just love to see the look on their face, right?
Yeah.
I do it all the time. With my mom especially, I pick on her.
They're very funny people.
Well, some of them start laughing eventually, they'll let it go, right? But most people don't give an inch. They don't lose any ground. They still hold their position. They're dead serious. Right? And it's drama. You can see it's making their face look old and it's giving them gray hair to act like that. Like they got a pickle up their butt.
Yeah, that's right.
And Red's no bullshit group. Yeah. That was hours and hours ago. Oh,
it's almost like if they were going to smile.
Sorry?
Smiling actually hurts their face.
Yeah, it's probably soon morning for us. 2:20 here, so figure 4, 6. Yeah, you'd be waking up for a couple hours. Yeah, unless he's being a lazy ass.
Well, you know, he's usually not.
Already driving. He's probably already has his camera on in his car.
I always love when we get Jello in the room. He's like, ah! My favorite things is when you have that drive going on there, and Jello comes in. He's like, I'm gonna leave. He's scaring me.
Does Jello just not drive or what?
No, it's the way they all drive in Italy. Specifically, after Claudia drives in to lead the Jello.
Actually, yeah. Because you only get the one perspective, and you see there's a lot of like lanes that you wouldn't get here in the States. So, like,
well, you forget that there's always a depth issue on the cams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as far as I can tell, it doesn't matter what kind of camera. Granted,
boring.
The other one does have at least some field of depth, but this one here looks like I can reach behind me and grab this little box. The other day, there was like a Bernie versus kind of thing.
They were actually given permission to speak.
Yeah, they were invited on
after they crashed the right. And
Kazumi!
The whole body language itself was a self-righteous ego trip for all of them. They weren't there. They were there for themselves, and that's it.
Going to be the head of the organization, and then you had a journalist, and then you had a developer on the other side of the panel, and then on Gamergate side you had a couple of people representing it. And so with the articles and stuff they produced, the SPJ person stated that these were ethical violations in which they produced. But on the second afternoon panel,
where is it? I can't find it.
they ended up getting about 6 bomb threats happening.
Not to mention that we can send them there and we can stay here.
Send him if he comes back.
I hope it's not as shitty as the one that they did in the Fantastic Four movie, because that was crap, man.
And I haven't seen that.
I don't pick the opposite to Roy.
It's just crap.
Yeah, I pick the opposite to Roy. Whatever he chooses, I go the other one. That's all I'm saying.
Some people are just some people are just like Slinky,
This dimension or the other dimension? Yes or no? Come on.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to grab a copy of this at some point and see if we can do a proper
Dimension, that's where God is. You can go over there and we can stay here. Thank you.
Do you have a dent in my forehead from that face? I don't know camera, but still.
No, all I see is a little pentagram embedded.
Oh, okay, yeah. That
That's my third eye come through.
Dent, Arthur Dent.
The kicker is that some of the New Agers are running with us because they're trying. Basically, what they're trying to do is see if they can see if there are other dimensions.
Yeah, I'll show you. This is what's going on here. See?
How do you get a googly eye to glue to my forehead when I do these?
So that's my third eye. You're into that video?
Third eye lit up.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually my penis gland.
That was your lighter, and you did set your hair on fire on the press.
Kazumi's quiet.
Especially that head. Come on.
I might have done that joke before.
But yeah, we the New Agers are latching on this because they're trying to see if there's other dimensions, in terms of like the string theory. And they're doing some experiments that might show that there could possibly be or whatever. Well, of course, some of the New Agers are latching the fuck onto this.
And I love how those guys are like the people who are doing this are practical scientists, and they're actually doing proper science. And these people are, well, they're throwing shit at the other shit. It might make another dimension. Oh yeah. Did they specify or is it just?
I don't think I could do those kind of hangouts.
One of the things that I promoted, and a couple.
I would want to be in there. I mean,
yeah, but it's bullshit, they're just postulating on nothing that's important.
I can't force myself to do that.
Yeah, but a lot of it's misinformation because there's no way they could have researched properly any of these topics. So it's a bit short on facts, and you don't fucking learn anything of any value. They just talk about fucking things that really don't matter. Crazy shit. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. Unless, what else has he got here? This dickhead intrigues me.
Write this up your computer.
Him.
Yeah, probably. But what I'm considering doing at some point for the fuck of it is actually live streaming on all 6 fucking channels and Vaughn.
Yeah.
And on all 6 channels, have a link in there redirecting everyone to Vaughn.
So these are like, I get the same treatment. So this guy here is just a fucking intellectual bandit and bully on a false premise. You get him into a room, you can tear the strips off.
That's wiki vandalization enough.
Yeah. All right. Yes, it is enough. So fuck off. Now here's another one. Rob Beasley is Jesus. You can help him by ignoring him.
That's the one you did yesterday.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so basically, viewers, I wrote a book. What is this thing?
Particular fairy tale or any other?
Yeah, shut up, you. He's a bloke that I can pin to the floor because he says he's got this medical condition, and when and they bring out this bullshit certificate. When I ask to see his doctor, so his ass is grass. See if we can get our sweetie pie back in.
So the stuff that I posted on my page scares people, or what? Nobody wants to talk about anything that I ever post, or it's just not interesting.
Say that again, dude.
The stuff that I post on my G+, the videos and stuff like that, just not interesting for people, eh?
The problem is this, mate, and it is a problem, right? Because you're operating at the high end of, and I'd back it in. It's probably a lot of it's valid. The high end of conspiracy theory. That's why people won't engage you. I've been down that fucking road. I don't go there anymore because I've always been this way, right? I'm solutions orientated. I'm not problem identification orientated. I hate that concept because what that concept does is presents, here's the problem, everybody. I don't want to do that. I want to go to the next level, and I want to start working on the solution. So
And that's
what
what I have in those solution.
Hey?
That's what I have is the solution.
Yeah, you may well do. Well, actually, that's worth talking about, I think. But
I think
I've
so.
got to. But hang on, Mick.
Notices and stuff.
Mick. I've got to be extremely careful to avoid being classified as a conspiracy theorist. It fucks with my agenda.
And I'm
so
classified
what
as
I'd
that.
like to do is take this offline and just have a bit of a chat and get some insights into your position and the solution. Okay?
Start another fucking G+ page.
What?
Might have to start another profile.
What, for you? Why?
Yeah. Start a different one without that same stuff on it, you know what I mean?
All right, mate. What we're going to do, we're going offline and we'll have a chat. 1 second.
Yeah.